even though this Raw was pretty good, considering it just followed one of the best Money in the Bank pay-per-views ever, it was still a lot of duh, because we all knew what was coming. It's just the fact, okay, when you usually have a fallout of a pay-per-view, you usually have feuds that are not done yet. Some are new now, and I'm not sure how I feel about some of them, but like I said, some of this Raw was a lot of duh. So let's begin. So the show begins as Dean Ambrose is getting out of a taxi and getting his stuff and almost leaves the WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt in the taxi. Kind of a little comedy bit because he's supposed to be a lunatic or whatever, the lunatic fringe. But it was pretty good to start off Raw, be like, hey, there's a new champion, where's the belt? Damn it, he almost left it in a damn taxi. That's kind of reminiscent of a real event that happened with the $1 Million Man and Virgil. You know, they flew into somewhere and the $1 Million belt was left in a suitcase, in a metal case, at the baggage check, and they left without it. They had to go back and retrieve it. That's actually a true story. And you know, they panicked and was like, "Hey, have you seen it? Hey, you know, yeah, you don't know how lucky you are." And then he opens it right in front of the guy. And he's like, "No, you don't know how lucky I am." That's actually a true story about a $1 Million Man. But okay, moving on. So yeah, Dean Ambrose starts the show. Gives a little speech. Yeah, Roman Reigns comes out with a bunch of boos as usual. And yeah, he congratulates him. Duh. Seth Rollins comes out. Duh. Yeah, he stole it from me. Duh. I want my rematch. Duh. You see this? I mean, come on. It's not much of a build-up, per se, because a lot of this is a lot of duh. It's ridiculous. It truly is. But at the end of the day, it was a good beginning because we all knew what was coming, sort of. You know, Shane McMahon comes out and was like, all right, no Stephanie McMahon. Hey, Steph, what do you think? Yeah. Seth Rollins trying to pander to Stephanie for some fucking reason still. But, yeah. A match is set for later on in the night. Whoever wins becomes #1 contender. And there are two duhs with that, as we will talk about later on. All right. So, Sami Zayn beats Kevin Owens with a roll-up. Pretty cool. But this feud ain't going nowhere. Yeah, they keep going at it. They keep brawling. They brawl past a fucking commercial break, which is okay. But there should have been more impact to it. Even though it was a stalemate now, okay, wait. You know, there was more impact with Sami Zayn getting the short end of the stick, but this time there was a stalemate. So at least they can move forward from that. John Laurinaitis comes out. No! Don't want this motherfucker back. So he throws his name in the hat for the general manager of SmackDown and or Raw when Shane O'Mac has he's already announced that he's going to run SmackDown and help run Raw. Now, I'm not sure if that's actually going to work. And the draft is just, you know, it's a lot of waves right now. It's not, nothing's set in stone right now, so we have no idea. But John Laurinaitis, people power. No, please no. No. We've had Kane. We had Teddy Long. We have John Laurinaitis. Guarantee you Vicky Guerrero is going to come back next week. That's pretty much a guarantee at this point, or maybe somewhere down the road. Because look, past general managers are coming back. What? Is Eric Bischoff also going to come back and throw his name into the hat as a fucking joke? Those are the only two left, as far as I know. But anyway, John Laurinaitis, no, fuck that, no. And thank God he got this escorted out and so on and so forth. No, fuck that. Enzo and Chaos beats the Vaudevillains. All right, fine. And yeah, okay. Is that going to continue? It shouldn't continue. It just shouldn't. That should be over and done with. And the Vaudevillains are kind of, they're a good tag team. They're better than the Usos. They are better than Epico and Primo repackaged. But I don't see them going up unless they have 2 sets of tag team titles after the draft, which I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So AJ Styles addresses the WWE Universe. Duh. Come on. Even though he tried to be sincere about Anderson and Gallows apologizing to him and so on and so forth, and then as soon as he's like, you guys need to apologize to John Cena. We already knew what was coming next. And John Cena gets this big speech about, yeah, you might as well sign a contract with me and versus the club, and you ain't got no balls, and so on and so forth. You got a big chance to beat me, and back and forth, back and forth. It's not the fact that John Cena, got beat at Money in the Bank. It's the fact that it was tainted. So now we have to deal with this garbage for like a fucking couple of months now. It's not, nothing's going to get solved here except John Cena getting the upper hand somehow. That's all I see coming from this. And that shouldn't even be fucking happening. AJ Styles should have got this win at Money in the Bank clean. Like I said, Kevin Owens got a win over Cena clean, but AJ Styles can't? That's just, I don't know. So, yeah. Cena versus Anderson. Yeah, you have my word. We won't be here. We won't interfere. Yeah, he gives him the fucking FU. 1, 2, club attacks. Duh! Come on. This is... Now, it's funny because at this point in the show, it's been like over an hour and only 3 matches. And they, one was a tag team, one was a one-on-one that ended up being a brawl, and look, if you're gonna go 3 hours, please put more wrestling into it. Stop with the talking. Get on with the fucking show. Speaking of getting on with the show, Baron Corbin versus Zack Ryder, and Baron Corbin wins. Duh. Paige versus Charlotte for the Divas Champion. Oh, I slipped there. See? It reminds me so much of the Divas division, not the women's division. They're not hyping up the women's division as they should be. It was for the women's championship. Okay? See? I slipped. I made a mistake. And Charlotte ends up winning. And it was a blatant botch. Oh my God. A botch right in front of the referee. Dana couldn't even hook Charlotte's foot above or underneath the rope. It was kind of funny to watch. And it was right in front of the referee. Right in front of the referee. Referee tries to kick her out, but it was at the end of the match. It was just like, oh, God. So she defends and beats Paige. Charlotte does. And it's like, and then Sasha returns. All right, fine. Speaking of returns, the Wyatts return. The Wyatts. No Luke Harper, though. I think Luke Harper is still injured. And now it's going to be interesting because they're going to be feuding with the New Day. I'm not sure if is this feud going to be for the Tag Team Championships, or is it just going to be just 3-on-3? And I don't like where it's going already because Woods gets distracted or gets put into a trance. I don't like that already. Don't do any voodoo shit. Don't do any mind control things. Do not break the New Day up. If you do, then do it during the draft and have them go for singles titles and have great singles runs. But do not break up the New Day over some stupid shit. Please don't do that. That will just... No, please don't do that. Rusev against Titus O'Neil. Ended up being a no contest and nothing happens. And it's like, who the fuck gives a... Do you give a fuck about Titus O'Neil? I don't. I seriously don't. Rusev is just getting... Yes, he has a title, but they're wasting the title. They're wasting time. They're wasting good matches. They're wasting a good opportunity to actually move Rusev up. Titus O'Neil, man, fuck that. No. No. The Miz still sucks. Enough about that. Jericho complains about, him not being in a #1 contenders match. He complains to Shane O'Mac backstage. And again. So, Roman Reigns. Against Seth Rollins. Double count out. Duh. Triple threat at Battleground. Duh. Come on. Couldn't you see this coming a mile away? Please. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about... Oh, yeah, okay. All the Shield in the ring? Fine. Just fine. But do not have Dean Ambrose lose, okay? He was always the loose cannon of the Shield, all right? He was always the one that showed life in the Shield the most. The architect was Seth. The juggernaut was Roman. But let Dean Ambrose keep this belt for a bit. Please. Please let him keep the title for a bit. I just, look. Like I said, this was just a follow-up from a good-ass pay-per-view. Okay, it wasn't all that great of a pay-per-view, but it was a pay-per-view that had a good-ass ending. And it was basically hand-in-hand with this new era as far as ushering in a new champion, someone that most people actually fucking care about and fucking actually want as champion. So please, just keep it as this and do not give this shit back to Roman Reigns. Please. Seth Rollins is an exception, but do not give that shit back to Roman Reigns. So, yeah, this Raw, like I said, it was a lot of duh, alright? But most Raws are, yeah, lackluster at points, and we haven't had a totally good Raw in a long time. And I hope with this new era, I hope with this brand extension, split, whatever, I hope that shit can change. For Christ's sake. So, drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.